All readings are for entertainment purposes only. Now, if you will notice in this video a little bit of editing, it's because the webcam was glitching. It's never done that before, so I'll be taking like a screenshot of the photos for some parts just to overlay it to make it a little less disorientating. But other than that, enjoy the video. Hi everyone, Sirius Blue here, back again with another reading. This one's brought to you from ITZY, so thank you to the subscriber and viewer who has brought this K-pop specific reading to the channel, and we're going to go into their questions. So this is ITZY's Yeji and Stray Kids Hyujin, and we're going to have a quick look, and I'll see you in the reading. Ready? Here we go. Oh. Okay. Alright. Got the kawaii tarot again. I guess I've used this in my past couple of readings. It's so cute though. It's pretty easy to read too. Very intuitive. So. Alrighty. Forgive my pronunciations, by the way, so long as we know who we're talking about, it's fine. Yeji is a Gemini, Hyujin's a Pisces. One of the questions is, how are the current individual energies? Alright, so we'll have a quick look at both of them separately. Just a general reading as to what is going on. Starting with Yeji from ITZY, and then we'll go into Stray Kids Hyunjin as well. So, okay. I didn't intentionally mean to do that, but okay. That's hers. So we get a fourth. But they're getting a bit slippery today. We'll get the Cosmic Slumber Tarot for a change for Hyujin, just so that we can get both of them out at the same time. Okay. So Yeji has got the Three of Coins or Three of Pentacles reversed, Temperance, which is Sagittarius, Five of Coins upright, Knight of Cups reversed, and the Emperor reversed, which is Aries. So Aries, Sag, fire energy. Like jumped out and then didn't really fully jump out, so okay, one more please. There we go. Does it all fit? Kinda. Oh, sorry. I have no idea why it's doing that. The video is glitching a little bit. It's okay. For the most part, it's fine. So even if I have to edit it to put a still image, yeah, I might do that if it becomes a problem. Because as long as there's one still frame of all of the cards behind me, I'll be able to screenshot that and then kind of just put it in there. Yeah, okay. So that's alright. Alrighty. Start with Yeji. Oh boy. Issues with control, over control. So either she's being very much controlled by external circumstances, the Emperor reverse could be a father or a boss type figure, like the Emperor, the ruling hand. Who could be kind of angry at her or frustrated with her right now. I do feel like she herself. I don't know why I was like pausing. I was like, am I saying that right? She seems very emotionally stable. Very much able to take whatever this person dishes out, and that then in turn frustrates this person incredibly. So it's kind of like when you bully somebody and they want to get a reaction and then they just cannot get a reaction out of her. It's a bit like that. So I do see that perhaps she was supposed to be working with other people or learning from other people and it didn't really work and she ended up having to do stuff on her own, but she managed and was like at peace with that. And yeah, because we've got both of these cards, which is being left out in the cold, being isolated or segregated was the word that came to mind from a certain situation. It's probably it is emotionally upsetting with that Knight of Cups reverse, but the Knight of Cups is still she's more here. She's more in the Temperance energy. This to me reads like another individual, an external person who may have potentially had a crush on her or is trying to just get to her emotionally. They're very fleeting energy, so they're not grounded through their actions, which is probably why it's, oh, we're going to do this group thing. She ends up just managing to do stuff by herself, having fun, doing whatever, you know? And perhaps even this person gets left out of whatever it was because she's like, oh, okay. Oh, no one else is pulling their weight. All right, well, then I'll just do this and this and this instead and manage to do something. Very resourceful person. And then this person, yeah, they get cut out. Okay, so that's what that's about. That kind of seems to be the current energy is she's fine doing stuff on her own. It doesn't really bother her. She would love to be close to other people and have them share a vision and be able to work together, but she's not going to force someone to be dragged along into what she's doing by, she's not going to be so frustrated like making somebody do what they're supposed to do. She'll just find another way, and cut them out if they have to, like, you're not getting credit on this, you didn't do shit for it. So all right. So yeah, in that respect, she's probably annoyed somebody specifically. Yeah, and then they could try to turn it around on her, blaming her, or it's kind of like how a lot of people will dismiss women and say, "Oh, they're crazy. Oh, they do that." Like they use very dismissive terms without like to justify their own shitty behavior. She's actually doing really good, so that other person just needs to go away. Boo you, sir. I don't matter. Okay, where we are with Hyujin. A little bit of a different story. I do see him closely connected with children or family. That's Six of Cups. He could be quite childlike himself. Or literally connected to children, of course. You said Pisces, that's Pisces. Fishy fish. All over the place here. So okay. I feel like somebody gave him an opportunity in the past that he either passed up with the Page of Wands reversed. Somebody externally coming to him with a creative opportunity that he either didn't have time for, like maybe it wasn't anything to do with him just not being interested in it. It may have just conflicted with what he had going on, but he's very protected. And maybe this person had an issue with children. I don't want to go too deep into that, but there could have been something. We're not going to touch on that. Or just, not children, but people who are in a position that this person specifically perceives as lower to them. This isn't Hyujin. That's an external factor here. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Oh my gosh. But, yeah, Hyujin's more like treat everyone equally and be kind. So there's a reputation that's not so great for this individual. Okay, so no matter how good the opportunity would have been, it's kind of like, no, it's, we're not going to associate with you. So I'm happy over here chilling. Protected with intuition, also highly psychic energy, hidden knowledge and secrets. So there could be some information that he's keeping to himself right now. And he has to balance that that Two of Pentacles. So even though you've got all sorts of things going on outside of yourself, you still have to put on a brave face, present yourself professionally, be able to execute your job well, and even though he seems to have some sort of hidden knowledge into something, it's like you've just, at the moment, we can't do anything about that because it's private behind the scenes. We're just doing the best we can to juggle everything, even though there could be a little bit of a storm brewing, or that's something that has happened already. Yeah, Prince of Swords. Okay, so overall I feel like, yeah, Three of Pentacles also underneath that. This energy originally, and it could be, this could be a case of like same energy, same kind of individual, but it's a different person if it isn't the same person. But there's someone who's either this same person or very similar to them who is also going to reach out and work with, try to work with him, and that'll bring things to, like, trying to bring things full circle, trying to close out a cycle. And I don't see that going well. I don't see it really getting off the ground with the Six of Wands reverse, and because you don't go ahead with it, that actually ends up being a success for him, for Hyujin. Am I going to sneeze? So, there's a lot of weird stuff going on. Why are they both so dramatic? And the funny thing is, it's not even them. There's mirroring here with the stability and able to juggle things, right? And keeping your emotions in check and being aware of what other people's motives may be, but just separating yourself from it. And I feel like to be honest, which kind of sucks. ITZY's Yeji, her situation is made worse because she's a woman. That seems pretty obvious to me through the cards and the energy that I'm picking up. So that sucks. I don't mean to awkwardly laugh. I do awkwardly laugh all the time if you guys watch my videos, but I'm not trying to be rude or mean. It's just like, oh Jesus Christ, like why do people have to be like this? Why? I think she's in the right. I think she's doing really well. I also think Hyujin in his energy is doing well. There are a lot of wolves in sheep's clothing around. For the both of them, it seems. Okay, let's get this one too. And we'll go into the next part. So basically what their relationship has been like, past, present, and future, and like how they see each other. Okay. I'm still gonna use the decks to represent them so that we can keep things on track. Okay. Will we go with some tea leaf oracles? Oh, I know you can't see them. I'll bring them up on the screen when we get there. You've got the peacock, the weeping willow, and the goldfish. I'll just pop it down here for now. Or can I maneuver it up a little bit? You can kind of see a little bit. See a little bit. Where am I? See it better now? Okay. Okay, cool. How she sees him, how he sees her, and the past, present, future basic relationship, which is in the oracles here. It's funny, I can see how things have changed, especially in her perspective of him. So in the past, she kind of saw him as someone who doesn't really take on a lot of work or doesn't carry heavy burdens, is very free. Ten of Wands reverse, because this is like You're carrying a heavy burden, possibly even burdens that aren't your own. So I guess in a way she could have thought of that as being a little bit irresponsible, but really Ten of Wands is you not taking responsibility for things that are other people's stuff. Like it's usually a good thing. You're like, that doesn't mean that he didn't work hard in the past. I guess she kind of saw him as someone who's very naturally talented, who doesn't have to try as hard or doesn't struggle so much. That would have been, again, past perspective. His past perspective is interesting because it's the High Priestess reversed. He wasn't sure if she was really either connected to her intuition, that she could have been a bit of a gossip, or had the ability to get secrets out of other people. That could be it. That she kind of drew information out of people without trying. So, and maybe he could have seen her as someone who is more emotionally expressive, which is interesting. And potentially he didn't really see her as being a particularly spiritual person either. We've got mad interference, honestly. I'm not surprised. I just cleansed the house with rosemary. The pipes broke out the front again, which I've been trying to follow up all day, but nobody responded. So I've like stuck sticky notes to the door for the other people to be like, hey, this is a thing that's going on. If you know someone else to call, perhaps you should do that. For I don't have any options now to wait till potentially like Tuesday with the long weekend and everything. It's been a day. Okay, so presently, how does Yeji see him presently? It's the Lover's card. It's a choice. Card of choice. Generally a card of perhaps we had different journeys, but we came to the same conclusion or the same position, or a similar position. You know, our journeys were different, but we've met here now, and they both brought us to this place together, and that things may have been harder for you or harder for me, but this is, you know, it's our differences that have brought us together to be in this position in the first place. And it's definitely a card of choice and a Gemini card. So it could be some mirroring going on here. That is her energy. So she seems that to me as a Gemini card in that current position would be that she's quite comfortable with him, just being herself around him, you know, quite comfortable there. He sees her as a Ten of Pentacles currently, which is really good. So that's really good for financial stability, a very good business partner, but also can potentially be like a really good, like just reliable person, friend. Tens tend to, at least the Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups tend to represent community, and like that would be, I guess, the workspace rather than family. So work, family. So yeah, they're both seeing each other very positively, very practically. And in, like, I don't see anything negative currently, so that's good. Just, it looks pretty good. They see each other as reliable, and she thinks he makes good choices. He thinks she's really stable. He kind of feels like she eats, sleeps, and breathes her job also with this imagery where this person's kind of like sleeping almost entwined in the landscape. She's part of the landscape, part of the scenery. She's just there. It wouldn't be the same without her, kind of thing. It's very nice. Now, future energy, she sees him as a Four of Wands, which is stability, home. As an afterthought, I also wanted to interject. Four of Wands could indicate them physically meeting in a place together, because like her home, her workspace, his workspace, that kind of thing. It's like usually a physical place, so place of work, favorite restaurant, that kind of thing. So that could be something to consider. A good environment to be around. He sees her as the, what's that, Knight of Wands river. Okay. that goes back to, do you remember her reading earlier in this video where I was like, is someone trying to say, I can't remember what exactly I said. Just like something about getting a bit frustrated or angry about something. Although that could have been someone outside her. So I'm not sure if that's like a rumor that's being spread or whatever, but he will see her as being feisty, basically. His bottom of the deck is the Princess, which is Page of Swords, communication. Hers is the King of Wands reverse. So yeah, I do see there's probably a potential something happening in the future where she gets really upset about something. I don't know if she, oh god, I heard the word humiliated, so I don't know what this is. Fan cam or some stupid, like, you know how people deliberately do things to defame people or whatever. Yeah. This, like, something happens where she has the right to be legitimately upset about it, okay? It's not like, unjustified anger, right? But I don't know. If they are good friends and able to talk about things, I feel like he'd be a safe space or a home that she could, you know, talk about it, and he'd understand that and be receptive to her anger, but also want to communicate or find some sort of solution to it. So yeah, okay. He does see her as a bit feisty. It's the future, that's for sure. Could also be that some sort of old, I don't know if it's an older video or creative project that she has done become significant in the future. That can also be a point of interest for him there. Okay. I was trying to figure out where I'm up to. That's how she sees him, that's how he sees her, and then that's the friendship. In the past, they were just trying to impress one another. Peacock energy, wanting to look good, impress one another is basically what I just said. Currently, it does seem to be some stress and concern or upset with the Weeping Willow, and then in the future, the Goldfish says an increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Oh my gosh, let's get some more cards to be able to so their current relationship, really. That's what we want to get a little bit more information on. Ten of Cups is people you choose to be around or hang around. Three of Coins, be potentially working together or at least learning from one another, the Apprenticeship card. Four of Swords reversed, which is breaking of silence, and the Three of Swords, which is a heartbreak. We're going to have to clarify that one. Clarify with this deck. The Ace of Coins reversed, which is possibly pushing away a job opportunity. Also, can also be, it's not a sword though, it was like, can be tied to regrets. That's usually a sword card though. Let's see what the Three of Swords that upset or break, which we did say this was here. Got a lot of the same cards coming up, which is not a surprise. You've also got Emperor again. Here, it's Emperor. Then you've got Three of Pentacles, the High Priestess reversed, and Seven of Cups, but reversed. Family you choose get along really well together, make really good friends, work really well together, can learn a lot from each other. Quite productive energies as well. This is like breaking the silence, so I feel like there could be periods of time where they possibly don't talk to each other and they could come back, you know, around and just click again, that could just be because, you know, you're really busy or you've got other things going on. But the main concern was this Three of Swords. Yeah, that was the final card in the spread, which I wanted to look up a bit more, and that's why we got more cards. Three of Pentacles coming out again, telling me this is definitely a work-related issue. There is a secret being revealed in a work-related issue that was being kept secret for some time, and the options are very limited as to what's going to happen with this. So I don't know if this is within one of their groups. I don't know if it's just an industry thing or a mutual, like someone they know. Or it's just something they're watching from the sidelines. Whatever it is, it does seem to personally affect their relationship because the Three of Swords indicates a separation or a hurt. I feel hurt by this. So it would be as if, just for an example, this doesn't have to happen, right? But like if there's a divisive issue, let's just say how what's something currently like pro-life or abortion. Some people are completely against it, and then some people are like, you should be pro-choice. It would be as if you found out that this person believes something opposite to you that was like, but it like hypothetically, I don't like saying it this way. I'm not sure what other example to use though. Let's just say, for example, not speaking for them, obviously, readings are for entertainment purposes only. Let's just say, for example, she was pro-choice and then he was pro-life. And, but then that would, you know, as a woman, that can be quite upsetting because it's like, bodily autonomy and everything. You're like, okay, well then you wouldn't have a choice. I'm not sure how these things are in Korea. It could be very different. But I know it's a divisive issue at the moment in America and other places. So I'm just using that as an example. Or it could be something like different political views, different views on vaccines. I don't know. Like, I don't really feel like it's something like that. I feel like this is more industry related. It's definitely work related with these because the Three of Pentacles keeps coming out. This is work related. Oh my gosh, hello. Hi. Is my mouth not moving that whole time? Well, great. This is work related. This could be because there's a Three of Pentacles that's someone they both mutually know that's either going to be in a scandal, already is in a scandal, or is going to, that there's been, you know, a secret, possibly something that was generally known of but wasn't public, or that nobody thought it would have the reaction that it did or does have. And then the options for this situation are really, really narrow, like how you interact with this person, what you can and can't say, or possibly that particular person's career options. So June you will be playing a different role. May Turkey. It reminds me of like December, Christmas. Someone's behaving stupidly. Okay, someone did something stupid. Taking a vacation, physically or mentally. Someone behaves stupidly, they get put on hiatus. You've also got, there's a lot of month cards here. January, the finger. Warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Something that was foreshadowed. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. I do feel like those two, they seem to be protected from this. Fear, worries, and tense situations with the dagger. A tiger is doing something risky. So there's obviously some sort of risk behavior. There is success indicated here, though. A younger woman, a butterfly, and a stork. Oh, baby. Jesus. What? No, what? Not me being like, this isn't relevant. Going on about pro-life. Oh, God. Hopefully that's to do with a business opportunity. No. Okay, Jesus, I'm losing my mind. Whatever this is, there's a young woman involved. This change, no matter how dramatic it is a change for the better. Someone was acting possibly immaturely, and the role that they will be, you know, playing in society or what they do will be changing, and it is worrying, you know, so there could be some sort of hiatus around this. But there is success around this because I do feel like the solution could be something that's risky, and it ends up paying off in the long run. There's a lot of things. The cobweb here, you're protected from negative things outside your control. So that would be things such as public perception and the birth of a new business opportunity for a child with the stork. So hopefully this is work related. I did say Three of Pentacles does seem to be a work related issue. But yes, that's. And like I said, this could even be someone that's not one of them specifically. I don't know. It's not giving me too much information on that. Just that they both are affected by this. So we do not intend to have drama. How dare. Very dare. Oops. Okay. Let me get some letters for them both before we finish. Okay. Yeji, where are you? Here? And then Hyujin. I hope he's over here. That's a lot. That's a lot. Oh no, I think that was N. It went to H, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Nar. Triple. Another R. Yes. Okay. And his letters. I was gonna say, why is he not getting a lot of doubles like she did? He is getting some. He's getting more doubles, whereas she had like triple letters. Okay. So Yeji, she has the letters N, A, R, S, T, L, E, O, X, B, and U. Hyujin. I'm just trying to make sure I'm pronouncing it right. His letters are S, D, E, L, M, A, J, I, H, G, N, Y, Z, H. Oh, I already did H. And V. There's the letter V as well. It's got triple H, which is fine. So, they're the letters. I hope that. Now, let me just quickly read through the question. Read their individual energies. Read a quick, like, past, present, future on them. A little bit into what's going on in the relationship. How they see each other. Yeah, and then we've pulled some letters. Okay, so I think that that's all. So, thank you for booking a reading with me. I'm going to change my scene. Back to talking. Okay. Thank you so much for booking a reading with me. If you enjoyed the reading, make sure that you leave a positive review over on Etsy, as it does help the store out a lot. I'll see you guys in the next video. Wishing you all the very best. Let me know what you thought of the reading. There seemed to be a lot of information that came out, surprisingly. That does not always happen. Sometimes it can be very vague. Sometimes you're going to get a lot of detail. So both of them seem to have a lot going on. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!